top seed after missing the playoffs for at least 5 straight seasons. And after the game, LeBron said he proved his doubters wrong once again, saying, quote, "They said I can't do it. I can just say it feels damn good to be the #1 seed in the West." So, Shannon, how much credit does LeBron deserve for doing it in the West this year?
He deserves a lot of credit. They added Anthony Davis, but the Clippers added Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. They're not the #1 seed. So I think LeBron deserves a lot of credit, considering that they missed the playoffs last year. He got injured, hurt that groin, and he wasn't the same even though he came back. He was not the same player as he was when he left. He didn't load manage. He only missed 3 games the entire season, unlike somebody else I know that missed 13. Don't we, Skip? We know him, right?
So that means AD and LeBron have played together 56 games to Paul George and Kawhi 35 games, 56 to 35.
Did you ask me first, Jenny?
You opened the door, I ran through it.
It's like, when I ask you that, it's like a rhetorical question. That's how you don't respond. But anyway, Skip, look, people were wondering, they saw LeBron get hurt in year 16. That was the first time we had seen him miss extended time. Now, he did have the back injury when he first went back to Cleveland, took 2 weeks off, got that situated. But for the most part, LeBron has been Iron Man. And so last year when he missed, 6-8 weeks with the groin injury, people were like, is this the beginning of the end? Because he had gotten injured so late in his career. But he proved that he's durable, more durable than you-know-who, more durable than Paul George, more durable than any of the superstars. So he deserves credit. But Anthony Davis deserves credit also. AD has been unbelievable. That's why you trade 3 players. That's why you give up 3 #1 future draft picks to get this guy. But LeBron deserves credit. He's the quarterback. Skip Bayless, tell me the quarterback. The most important player on the team is the quarterback. The most important position. If you don't mind me asking, who's the quarterback of the Los Angeles Lakers? It ain't time,
It's not my time yet. Not my turn.
So
tell me when it's my turn.
I think Fox bet, and a lot of people had the Lakers to win, somewhere between 47 and 49 games. Skip, you know, we've only played 66 games. That's 51 wins. If you project that out over 82, you know that's a 63-win season. Could I interest you in that? But it's not about the #1 seed. At the end of the day, yeah, that's a great accomplishment. Just like the #1 seed in football. That means you've had an unbelievable regular season. But that's not how we measure a man. That's not how we judge a man. We judge this thing by titles. And we will have one.
Do you have one?
We will.
Did you win one last night? It sounded like you did.
You see, that's not what I said. I said we will.
So if I were Anthony Davis and I heard what my co-star said after last night's game, I would not have been real pleased with it because LeBron James took all the credit for saying, they said I couldn't do it. And he went on to say that this one's going to feel really damn good, he said, for me personally, because they said I couldn't do it in the West. Well, he's got a co-star, and you can make a case his co-star should be co-MVP with LeBron and Giannis because his case is equally as strong as theirs.
I believe he might finish top 5.
Okay. And last night, he had an MVP caliber night. Did he not carry them to the clinching of the West last night?
Yep.
What did he have? 42,
12, and 4.
42, 12, and 4. So LeBron took that opportunity to make it all about himself. They said I couldn't do it.
Did they say that?
No, they did not say. They did not. All they said was, LeBron, it's going to be much more difficult to get to the finals through the West than it was when you cakewalked to, 8 straight finals in the Eastern Conference or the Leastern Conference?
Keep that energy with Giannis.
You cakewalked.
Keep that with Giannis.
Okay, you cakewalked through DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry. You cakewalked through Paul George and the Pacers.
Oh,
it was a joke. You know it, and I know it.
What about the Celtics? What about the Celtics? Because you know the Celtics, the baby Celtics, that you said the baby
Celtics without Kyrie.
And guess what?
Cakewalk.
The baby Celtics without Kyrie, fuck Giannis. Kicked them out of the playoffs.
Was Giannis even in the East yet?
Yeah,
I think he was playing in the G League. No, I'm serious.
No, you're not serious. The baby Celtics, if it's so easy, why haven't Giannis come up out the East yet? It's so easy.
Giannis a little overrated to me. I'm just not sure if he can rise and shine when that spotlight.
Oh, now Giannis is overrated.
Well, he is. Well, come on. What happened last year? What happened when they ran into the what do you call them, the baby dinosaurs.
Baby dinosaur,
right?
yeah.
What happened?
But they were real dinosaurs.
They built a wall, and Giannis said, wait a second, I don't have an 8-foot jump shot.
No.
I just watched Giannis lose to a tiny little Rockets team. Little itty bitty Rockets.
But Skip, but you have to give them credit now. I mean, they're gonna be a lot of people gonna lose. You let a team shoot 21, make 21 threes, you're gonna lose, Skip.
Okay, but he is revising history, as Chris Broussard just said on this show, because that's not what everybody said. They just said it's going to be a tougher path to get through the West to the finals than it used to be in the East. The East is now much tougher than when LeBron left. He got out while the getting was good.
No, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Will it be easier for Tom Brady to win the division in the NFC South or the AFC East?
Well, obviously, it's much tougher in the South.
Why?
Okay, so what's your point?
So he been cakewalking for 20 years, huh? Oh, in the AFC East.
Well, I don't think he was cakewalking when Darrelle Revis and Rex Ryan were with the Jets.
No.
Was that a cakewalk?
You take one team. You took one team. What about Buffalo? Buffalo been bad since Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, and Bruce left. Okay, what about Miami?
Until last year.
Miami hadn't been good since Marino. Marino retired in 2000.
Hey, it has been a nightmare for Tom Brady as a Patriot to go to Miami every December and lose and get his butt kicked, right?
Stop it.
Okay, but let's get back on track here. Let's quit changing the subject because you don't have answers for this, because I'm looking at a West in which LeBron James had a decent young team last year and should have at least made the playoffs, and he went 28-27 in the games that he started, and they missed the playoffs. That was shameful to me. LeBron James came to the West and missed the playoffs. Yeah. Can you defend that?
No, he missed the playoffs. There's nothing to defend. He didn't make the playoffs. He got injured. I believe had he not gotten injured and missed those 28 games, however many games that he missed, I believe he would have, 17, we played 55, so it would have been 27.
Yep.
I believe they would have made the playoff, but that's neither here nor there, Skip. Of the top 10 players, how many of them you think are in the Western Conference? Of the top 10 players, I give you 2 from the East.
Okay.
I'll give you Giannis. I'll give you Joel Embiid. The rest are in the West. Harden, Westbrook, Dame, Bron, Kawhi, Paul George, AD, Harden,
Jimmy Butler.
Jokic. Stop it.
Jimmy Butler.
Stop it.
Really? Jason Tatum, stop it?
So Jason Tatum is better than, okay.
Did you
Kawhi?
say Ben Simmons?
Is he better than Kawhi or Paul George?
No.
Is he better than LeBron or AD?
No.
Is he better than Harden or Dame Dollar?
Dame Dollar, yes, better.
Man, you better stop playing. Jason Tatum better than Dame Dollar.
What's Dame Dollar won exactly? What? Help me out. I'm just asking. I need the facts.
Whoa. You say the West was tough. He had to go through KD. He had to go through Steph Curry and Clay. Huh? Is that not tough?
Who had to? Dame.
Dame Dollar.
Okay.
Okay.
Help me out. Is KD still in the West?
Oh, my God. There you go.
Well, is he?
No, he's not.
So LeBron's beating his chest last night. They said I couldn't do it. Well, nobody said that KD was going to leave Golden State and that Steph and Clay were not going to play in 2020. Not going to play.
Yeah. Why do you think we made KD go join the Splash Brothers?
Oh, really?
That's what we did.
I don't think you did that.
We did that.
I think he showed you up 2 straight finals in your own house.
What did the article say?
Cleveland.
What did the article say about Kevin Durant? He thought once he won a title that he would be comparable to or better than, and that never came. That praise, that adulation that he
to
thought.
Steph.
No, he thought by winning the titles over LeBron would give him the credit. And
he beat him nose to nose in his own house 2 straight game threes.
And everybody say, yeah, you wouldn't join Steph and Clay to do it. You didn't do it. You didn't do it with Russ and Harden.
Who was the best player on Golden State the last 2 years? It was Kevin Durant by far. He's the best player on the planet, and he's out this year.
Stop saying that.
He is. Just is.
Look.
Game over.
All I know is this. Is that Steph Curry is a 2-time league MVP and he won the finals without Kevin Durant. So until KD has to win one without Steph, Steph has won one without KD.
Is Tim Duncan still playing for the Spurs? Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker. They're sub 500. They're just a nice little team trying to survive.
What does that have to do with
It just
LeBron?
shows you how watered down the West is this year. Did Zion play much this year? Not much.
Skip.
What if Zion had played all going on 80, whatever they're going to end up playing?
Even in the heyday of the early 2000s, it was the Spurs and the Lakers. It was the Spurs and the Lakers.
Okay.
Skip.
Did Nurkic and Zach Collins play this year for Portland? Until just now.
Oh, my God.
Until just now.
Why you
watered down?
If you don't mind me asking, why was Nurkic out? What transpired in
Oh, so it's because you body bagged?
Yeah,
I don't think that's why.
Yeah, he just came out life support. Just got up. He doing well now.
Did Michael Porter Jr. star this year for the Denver Nuggets? Nope. Watered down. Not the same. East rivaling West.
Skip, why you do that?
I'm just showing you it wasn't the West is the best. It wasn't that way this year.
We mess with the West.
Were the Clippers together all year long? They played 12 total games together with a full roster. Were they the Clippers?
Skip,
nope.
Skip, if FS1 hires a guy and all the people tell you now, he's a good worker, he works good, but he gonna miss a lot of days. That's what they told him about Kawhi. Now, you told me he quit on your Spurs. That's what you told me.
No, I did.
And then...
Well, I didn't tell you that. That's just a fact.
And then he load managed 22 games in Toronto.
Yeah, and they won the championship.
But you...
And he was the finals MVP.
I'm not debating that. But you said he quit one year, managed 22 games the next year, and then the following year you say he's going to play all... You expect him to play all the games?
No.
Paul George, history over the last couple of years, he's gotten nicked.
Do you think Paul George and Kawhi Leonard will play every playoff game this year going forward?
I hope so.
I think they will. I'm going to knock on wood for both of them.
Do you believe old Gold James and AD going to play every one of them?
They are going to play, but they're going to have to deal with that team in the basement along the trail.
First of all, they got to deal with us. Stop saying